I just got into Hazbin Hotel, so thought it might be fun to do a video where we explain everything we know about the characters so far. Even the ones that appeared in the first episode have so many details about them that were revealed behind the scenes, with many secondary characters with big roles in the future only making minor appearances in the pilot. Now, I'm new to this fandom, so I may get some things wrong or may have missed some crucial information, so if I did, leave a comment down below and we'll be sure to keep it in mind for next time. Hazbin Hotel, of course, focuses on Cherri, also known as Charlemagne, the princess of the underworld, who opens the titular hotel with the hope of helping demons get into heaven. Most demons tend to be pessimistic lowlifes or evil overlords, but Cherri actually has a positive attitude and thinks that the underworld could be a better place. When singing "Inside Every Demon is a Rainbow," we see her seemingly transform into a more evil-looking demon. Apparently, all demons we see are in a humanoid form that they can hold, but they all have the ability to go into a full demon mode at will, and this will play a role later in the series. Cherri is currently dating Vaggie, also known as Vagatha, a demon who is Salvadorian as a human. She was originally supposed to have died in the 1980s, but this was later changed to 2014. Fun fact, she was originally intended to be in a relationship with Angel Dust, but that has since changed, of course. She is the more level-headed one in the relationship, being more of a realist, but also quick to anger. Cherri, being the princess of the underworld, has two parents that should be king and queen, but they are only referenced as overlords at the moment. Her father, Lucifer, has plenty of apple and snake references in his design. Cherri's father is of course Lucifer, who has lots of snake and apple references in his design, and her mother's name is Lilith. Lilith is often referenced in religion and mythology as being Adam's first wife who was kicked out of the Garden of Eden for not being subservient to him, and they've hinted that we might get some of that backstory here in Hazbin Hotel. Despite the creator of the show saying that Cherri's relationship with her parents, particularly her dad, will be important to the show, Lucifer and Lilith are shown to be distant to Cherri, only appearing in a painting in the hotel in the pilot, with Lilith not having answered Cherri's calls in quite some time. Cherri is bisexual, and before dating Vaggie, she was dating a male demon named Saviathan, who comes from the Von Eldritch family. Pictures of him and his family are seen around the Hazbin Hotel, as their family is considered one of the elite along with Cherri's, and the two families are considered close. Saviathan also has a sister, Helsa, who is described as being Cherri's rival, a demon who is the smart kind of evil and very mean. Since Helsa also comes from one of these elite families who rule over the underworld, many fans believe that she may have been born in the underworld like Cherri, but this has not been confirmed yet. The first resident of the Hazbin Hotel is of course Angel Dust, who is the most famous adult film star in the entire underworld. He is also, as his name suggests, addicted to angel dust. He uses the Hazbin Hotel as a place for free rent as he tries to escape the bad afterlife he's created for himself, but doesn't seem to really believe in the mission of the hotel. Angel is designed to look like a spider, and his entire family are actually spider-based demons, which is meant to represent their web of crime that they both had in life and in the underworld. Despite this, not all members of Angel's immediate family are actually in the underworld. Like Angel Dust, most of his family have drug-based demon names, though. At the beginning of the show, we do not see or hear any mention of his family, but there are some plans to work them into the show in the future. At present, Angel seems to be estranged, having joined the adult film world in order to escape his family's criminal businesses. Angel has a fraternal twin sister named Molly, who the creator of the show would like to appear, but hasn't really worked out how it will be possible yet. Despite her similar design and her name being that of a drug, Molly is apparently not a demon, nor is she in the underworld. Angel's father has made visual appearances in Just for Fun animatics. His name is Henrowan, which is likely a combination of a human name, Henry, and the drug, heroin. Very little is known about him, but he should be appearing at some point alongside his wife, who is currently unnamed. Angel has an older brother, Arachnus, who appears in the animatics as well. However, the creator has said that he will receive a redesign when he comes into the show at some point. Some people believe he made a cameo appearance in the Addict music video, as this character looks a lot like Angel, despite sharing a similar looking eye with Cherri, who seems to be mourning his absence in her life. Cherri is Angel's best friend, and her name is a reference to cherry bombs. Explosives seem to be her go-to weapon and specialty, something she uses in the turf war that we see in the Hazbin Hotel pilot. Originally, she was supposed to be Angel's daughter from his human life, and was actually going to be an angel, but this idea has since been scrapped, and she now appears to be a loyal friend who enjoys partying with Angel, as well as supporting him through his low points. In return, he helps her out with the turf war after the cleanse. Angel previously worked for Valentino. While probably not as prominent as Lucifer, he is shown to be one of the overlords of the underworld, part of a trio called the Three V's. Valentino runs a famous adult film studio which made Angel famous but left him with very little money. In the prequel comics, Angel tries to get out of doing adult films by assisting with other shady deals that Valentino takes part in, but Valentino only ends up punishing him for it. Valentino is followed by demon girls in the Attic music video, but is shown an interest in men, not just Angel Dust, but in another one of the Three V's, Vox. Not much is known about Vox, but according to one of the writers on the show, he is planned to be one of the primary antagonists. The third V, Velvet, is a female doll demon who we don't know much about either. All three of the V's, like with many characters who we haven't properly met yet, appear together at the beginning of the Hazbin Hotel pilot, having survived the cleansing. Then of course there is my favorite character, Alastor, also known as the Radio Demon. Alastor is one of the more powerful demons, coming in much later than most of the overlords by taking over rather quickly because of his evil abilities. The creators don't want to tell us the full extent of their powers, but also say that he probably has powers that even they have not imagined yet. In life, Alastor was a serial killer who worked by day as a radio host. Though part of the main cast, he will be instigating much of the conflict that they face throughout the series, since the only reason he came to the hotel was to entertain himself and watch them fail. He has a rivalry with the demon Vox, who is something of a TV-based demon, since TVs went on to replace the radio. Alastor seems to have some connection to a demon seen early in the pilot named Rosie. Rosie is an overlord of the underworld, but is described as having a power level of only 2 or 3 on a scale from 1 to 10. She has plans to appear in the future and sing a duet with Alastor. To help out around the hotel, Alastor brings in a few other demons, the first being Nifty, a tiny hyperactive female demon who cleans the hotel. She is described as being a hopeless romantic who is also hopeless in her romantic life. Alastor also brings in Husk, an alcoholic demon who Angel seems to have an interest in. Alastor is very good protection for the hotel, as he is able to defeat a demon like Serpentius with a snap of his fingers. Serpentius' name is meant to sound like serpent, as he appears to be a snake demon. Although he was originally only supposed to appear in the pilot as a one-off character as part of the turf war, the creator of the show has since decided to bring him back for more at some point. He is aided by a series of weird egg creatures, who the creator suggests may have been created in some special way that will be revealed later, with the help of someone else. Some fans believe that this someone else may be Baxter, a yet-to-be-introduced character who is a bit of a scientist. He was originally intended to have died on the Titanic, but since then it has been decided that he simply drowned in a boating accident in 1910. Then of course there are the Exterminators, strange scary angels who come down once a year to destroy demons so that the underworld doesn't become too overpopulated. There are a few other smaller characters who appear in the pilot with speaking roles, just in the background or are only referenced in streams, such as Travis, a demon who paid for Angel's services, Katie and Tom, who act as newscasters in the underworld, or Mimsy, who will apparently join the main cast and has connections to both Alastor and Nifty, despite not speaking in the pilot. One character who has not been even seen in the background of the show at this point is Rue, a character brought up during a Q&A with the creators. The art for her is terrifying, and she is supposed to be very powerful, but we will not meet her for a very long time. This is all the relevant information I could find so far, but I am new to the show and this was my first deep dive into it, so if there are other interesting or prominent characters I missed, or anything else you just want to teach me about the show, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to add it to my bank of knowledge. Let me know what kind of videos you would like to see for Hazbin Hotel in the future, and maybe we'll make it for you. See you next time!